All right, so we're gonna get started, and you guys are gonna help me out here on this first one. All right, first thing, Kinsey, what am I gonna do to solve on my first problem here?
You are going to minus 2 on both sides.
Yep, minus 2 on both sides. And I get 3x equals 3. And then for my next step, what am I doing, Lillian?
You divided by 3.
And what do I get?
X equals 1.
Yep, x equals 1. All right, for our next problem, Chase, start us off. What am I doing on problem 2 to start with?
Don't you like compare those 5?
You're close to the right word. It starts with the C.
Compare. Combine.
Combine. Yeah, we're going to combine our x's, right? We're going to combine our x's. And what do I get when I combine my x's, Jace?
1x.
Yep, we get 1x. I still have plus 1/2, and it's going to equal 2.5. All right, Magi, what am I doing next?
You're gonna minus the half.
Okay, what do I get when I minus a half?
2.
Yep, I get 1x equals 2. And then, Adelia, do I need to do anything else?
You divided by 1.
What, does anything change?
No.
No. So I get x equals 2. All right. So, we're starting a new chapter today. We're starting a new chapter. This one's going to be a little bit different, but kind of the same at the same time. So a lot of this chapter is going to be like solving equations that we just did. So if you're still having trouble solving equations, we're still going to practice it this chapter. We just got a few more things that we're going to be doing with it. So we're going to be looking at graphing inequalities. Graphing inequalities. And you guys have actually seen these before. You just probably didn't call them inequalities.
I saw them.
So we're going to graph x is greater than 3. You guys remember doing this like back in like 5th grade?
No.
These things?
Greater than alligator mouth.
Yeah, it's a little alligator mouth thingy.
And we used to make teeth on them. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta draw teeth on them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
And
X.
we used to draw eyes.
Greater than 3.
And tails.
Oh, yeah.
That was a real place.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I always think
Yeah, a little mouth right here.
No.
That's a dinosaur.
That's not an alligator.
That's a crocodile.
Well, I messed up. What does that mean? Teach math.
What is
Not
that?
art.
That's a velociraptor.
It's like a satanic.
Alright, so what this is x is greater than 3.
That goes so.
Ow!
Oh, you guys are judging me so much. This thing is nice.
Alright.
Alright, now shush.
It looks a duck. What? That's not Moses eyes right here.
Alright, shush. We're getting started again.
Stay loud enough?
Okay, we're going to graph x is greater than 3. And what that means is we don't have a single answer. We have a bunch of numbers that are answers.
Wait, but I thought like greater than 8 is the bigger one.
It does.
Then why?
So every number bigger than 3 is our answer.
Because the alligator eats the bigger number.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
The alligator
when we graph these, we need a couple of
eats the
things.
bigger number.
To start with, we need a number line, which we already have in our paper right here. And then, what we're going to do is, the greater than 3 part, that 3 is the start of our answer. So I'm going to put that right in the middle. I'm going to put a little dash line. And what I'm going to do is make a number line, which you guys have used before. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put one bigger and one smaller than this. So I'm going to have 4 over here, 2 over here. So it's just a number line, and the center is going to be at 3. So I got 2, 3, 4. I got 2, 3, 4. And what I'm going to do, in order to graph this, I need to show where my answers are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a circle here at the 3. And then from there, which side has numbers greater than 3?
4.
Right side, right? So what I'm going to do, from this circle, is I'm going to make an arrow going off to the right.
I can put your name in it, that's all.
Hey,
Easy now.
Come on, stupid.
Sorry. Easy now.
Alright, so I have a circle at 3, I got my arrow going to the right. What this means, everything from 3 to the right is my answer.
That's whack. That's easy.
So,
You don't even
there's
have to
a
go.
couple ways to look at this though.
But everything.
The way I remember-
wrong.
Hey, hush, while I'm up here talking, you guys should be quiet. and we'll start bringing the strikes back. We'll start doing the strikes again.
Sorry.
You guys are gonna be talking. Okay. So, the way I remember which way my arrow goes is, you see how if I look at this x is greater than 3, the inequality right here in the middle, doesn't that kind of look like an arrow pointing right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I put that little line there, kind of looks like an arrow pointing right. That's how I remember which way my arrow goes. My arrow is going to go to the right. We just have to be careful because I need to make sure my variable is on the left side if I'm going to do that. So we're going to graph a couple of these, and then we're going to get into some more interesting ones, not just do these little easy ones.
Leave my side.
Isn't the one that says greater or less than, if it has a line under it, does that mean like
On with you. Equal to.
Yeah.
Yep, we're actually going to talk about that right now. So I'm going to graph actually y is less than or equal to 2. You see how I have this extra line down here?
Yes.
That extra line means or
Or
equal to. Or equal
It
to.
means or
So
equal.
when I graph it, it's pretty much the same way. So I have my number line. I'm going to put 2 right in the middle, 1 on the left, 3 on the right, like this. I'm going to put a circle at 2, but this time I'm going to fill in my circle. I'm going to make it a solid circle. Because the or equal to part means I start at exactly
The 2 are
2. I start at exactly 2, and then I need to make my arrow going less than 2 or off here to the left. So my other ones, so like this first one we did right here, this first one, it was x is greater than 3. I didn't start at exactly 3. I started at like 3.000000, a bunch of zeros and then a 1. I only start at exactly the number when I have this extra line there. Since I've got this extra or equal to line, I'm starting at exactly 2. So whenever you have the lines on them, you fill in your dot. Whenever you don't have the lines, you just leave it open. It is.
Is your phone recording your voice?
Yes. That's why it's a microphone.
Weird.
That's what I said at the start of class.
I don't blame
It's a microphone.
You just hear this on the
you. Very good audio.
All right, you guys are gonna get your first in-class problem. I want you to do the one in the box.
What are we doing?
Do the one in the box. Just graph it.
Oh,
All you gotta do is graph it.
All you have to do
So graph the one in the box.
So is -1 in
He
the
said
middle?
what?
Yep. -1 will be in the middle. Where your circle starts is always gonna be the middle part. And you guys should be working on this problem right now. Hey, Beto, no headphones.
You took my pen.
I don't know if we're supposed to go.
You took my other pen.
Yes.
This is mine. What are you talking about? Yeah. Where'd you get it?
So we put the clear circle.
You gave me one too. You had two.
He gave me one just like that.
Shut up. You're not even in class.
Where's the cookie?
Stole it from me, dude.
Beto, no headphones, man.
That's right, dude.
Where's the cookie? I don't know if we're supposed to go to.
I'm telling you, it's hard.
It's greater than, right?
No.
So which size number is greater than -1?
Oh, what?
So we'll go this way. But I don't know. I'm not good at it. I know it's yours.
Keep going, keep going.
What?
Isaiah.
Don't follow me then.
Lily.
Did you get it right?
All right.
Lily.
Did you get this?
I'll give you about 30 more seconds.
What, we're doing
This one is just slightly sneaky. Just slightly.
That turned off?
A little sneaky.
Mr. Ghost,
I don't know. I do mine.
To the left.
wait.
Did you get it right?
Whoa!
I don't know.
All right.
I don't like this.
So let's look at this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, magic. All right, magic. All right. What am I gonna put for my first middle thing right here?
Stop.
-1, right? And I need one smaller and one bigger. What's gonna be on this side?
Oh, 0.
What?
Shut up.
Here.
What?
What's gonna be on this side?
Wait, why is it on that side?
2. Because it is a big number line. So if I were to make this, if I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just gonna keep going, right? Zero's in the middle, and then it gets more negative on this side. So that's why this one's kind of sneaky. Because remember, negatives are a little backwards from what you think. So watch out. Remember, make sure your negatives are backwards.
Oh my god.
All right. So we're gonna keep going through. We're gonna keep going through. And where am I gonna put my circle at, Ashley? What number? Yep. And Greg, am I gonna fill the circle in? No. No. Meadow, which way is my arrow gonna go? To the right. Yep.
That's what I put.
Good
job.
You
got it.
You're so smart.
Great
But I erased
job.
it because I wasn't sure.
Confidence, Isaiah. Confidence.
You got it wrong.
I was trying to mess you up. I was trying to mess you up because you always copy me.
All right.
But I
So
didn't.
those are just the easy ones. Those are the easy ones. So we're gonna get to some funner ones now.
We have to solve them now.
Yep. Now you're gonna have to solve
Oh
them.
my god.
The negative one now.
All right.
Good, Ruben.
Hey, we're still going, hush.
Look at me.
All right, that's strike one. Remember, 3 strikes and you don't get music.
Yes, Mr.
Be a rough way to start off the
You
quarter.
never even let me listen on my phone anyway.
That's true. Okay, we're gonna graph x plus 3 is greater than 2. When we graph these, we want to get the x by itself. And it's gonna work basically just like we did when we solved regular equations. But there's one thing we're gonna have to watch out for today. It's not gonna happen on this one, but you'll see soon. So I have x plus 3 is greater than 2. So I need to get the x by itself, and it's going to work just like last time. Ivory, how would I solve for x if this was a regular equal sign? What would I do?
Shut up, Moses.
What would I do, Ivory?
Do -3 on it.
We would minus 3, right? Same thing for inequalities. I'm going to get rid of this plus 3 by doing the opposite, and I'm going to minus 3 on both sides. And I'm going to get x is greater than -1. Now that I have the x by itself, now I'm going to go and actually graph it. And for your guys' stuff to count today, you have to actually graph it on your number line. So I'm going to have -1, 0, -2. I'm going to make my circle at -1. And then I'm going to make my arrow going off to the right.
What?
Like-
Oh, okay.
So we have to solve these first. I'm going to start off with some easy solving ones. They're not going to get much harder than this today.
What about tomorrow?
They'll get harder than this. Alright, so you guys are going to do the next one. I want you to I want you to solve the inequality and then graph it on your own. Then check with your partner.
No way, Z.
Yeah, Z.
Shut up.
You're L. Are you putting L in? Oh, okay. I was like,
Alright, you should be working on this one on your paper.
I can't even
Check with your partner.
Mr. Glocke.
sorry, Matt.
Is that a sequels or is
I
that
got
a-
it, Mr. Glocke.
That's a-
Mr. Glocke. That's the last time, right? Eating out.
I don't know if I got it right, Mr.
Oh.
Mr. Glocke, I'm getting.
Okay, completely restart it. Hold down the power button for like 15 seconds.
Are you kidding me?
Would you call me?
Alright, let's go over this one. Let's go over it. So I think we are at Alizea.
No, mine's fire.
Alright, we're getting started. Alizea, how am I going to solve for the z first?
+2.
We're going to plus 2 on both sides. We're going to plus 2 on both sides. And I'm going to get z is less than 6. Alright, we get it solved. So we just need to graph it. So I'm going to put my thing in the middle. Moses, what's going to be in the middle part here? What number?
6,
What am I going to have on the right side?
7,
Yep. Left side is going to be
5.
5. Alright, I'm going to put a circle here at 6. Lucy, am I going to fill it in?
Yes.
No.
Wait, is it because do we?
You don't fill it in.
They do. Is the only fill in the line on
Yes,
it?
when it has the line, then we fill it in. Is there a line on that one?
No.
Nope, so we're going to leave it open.
That means it is no, no, no.
No, just erase it. And then Luis, which way is my arrow going to go? Well, help me out. This is Z is less than 6. Which side is numbers less than 6?
I'm not
Right
listening to you.
Please, look up here,
Okay,
man.
then. Alright.
Which side is numbers less than 6? Left or right? Left side. So I'm going to make my arrow going to the left.
See, I tried to tell you.
That's it.
I was going to
That's forward.
Gee,
That's
no,
his
'cause
left.
Yeah.
That's my right.
That's my left.
That's his forward.
It's just
All right. So there's one thing we got to watch out for. There's one thing we got to watch out for. So I have 3, and then it's less than or equal to y plus 4.
I'm already done.
We are going to solve this like normal, but then we have something in here that's just a little sneaky. So I'm going to minus 4 on both sides to solve it like normal.
What?
I'm going to get negative 1 less than or equal to y.
Yes.
Whenever we do inequalities, we almost always want our variable on the left side. So, and I'll show you why in a second. So I'm going to make my number line real quick. I'm going to put my circle and I'm going to fill it in here at negative 1. Which way is my arrow going to go?
That way.
Right.
Left or right?
Right.
Right. Wait, why
Right.
did you fill it
It's
in?
gonna go right.
It is going to go to the
Why
right
did you fill it?
No.
because of the or equal to line right here.
Oh.
See this extra line? We fill it in when we
So
have the
if
extra
it's
line.
equal to, you fill it in.
Yep. If it's or equal to, we fill it in. Okay. I'm going to flip my inequality around right here and put my variable on the left side, put my negative 1 on the right side. But whenever I flip these around, which I can do, it's fine, I need to make sure I flip the sign in the middle. Because right now, it's like an alligator mouth eating the Y, right?
Yeah.
So I need to flip it around when I flip this around. Make my alligator mouth eat the Y. Now that I put it on the left side, which way is my arrow going?
Right.
To the right. You gotta be careful. If it's your variable is not on the left side, your arrow might go the wrong way.
Lucy, do you need to exit?
So my arrow is really gonna go to the right and not to the left.
Do the exit ticket?
Okay, this is buns. I don't even know what I'm doing.
I'll help you get started here in a minute. So I really have y is greater than or equal to negative 1.
This is not cheeks.
This is
Correct.
This is like really soft cheeks.
Okay. Alright, so we're going to do a couple more random ones.
Yeah, I'm not doing
Let me get some random numbers going here.
I don't know about
So
all
these
that.
are in-class problems.
Usually your first time is when you get.
These are some in-class problems. So whenever you have space on your paper, like on the back side or something, I want you to solve and graph this problem. Solve and graph it. And then somebody's going to do it on the board for us. We're going to solve and graph it. And I'll pick somebody random for us to do it. Or to do it for us, I guess. We'll see what the calculator says. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe not.
I see.
Probably not. This is buns. I don't know what I'm doing.
Alright, start with Luis.
Yeah.
Solve it for x. How do you get rid of that plus 2?
Oh, no, that's why you minus.
Okay, minus 2 on both sides.
Okay, now.
That's your first step. Do that first.
You went to the right.
Your first step.
Minus 2 equals 6.
Wasn't me.
I sometimes get those mixed up.
Okay. So, our graph is going to start at 6. So,
Did you leave my bag at your
6
house?
right there. And we're going to have one smaller.
What?
Just me.
Just because I couldn't.
So you see how it's just the right
What
way, there's no point to
I take things too
like right here. So when we open
No,
we'll
not
fill
with
it in,
you.
it's got that extra.
No, man, you want not to.
Okay. And now,
You're trying to
zero.
figure
It's
out.
to the right.
On my first look at ticket,
Are you
I'll
everything
like to the
bigger
right.
than that, or everything smaller?
Yeah.
Like to the right, open circle.
Mm.
You get 6 less than
Why do you think
It's not
we're
funny.
going to, it's just random. We're gonna flip this around, put our x on the left side.
You're right, it's not
X here,
funny.
you're 6 here. Help us figure out which way our arrow is.
No, in the exit tickets. I already done it.
Wasn't it already, it was open to the x, right? So it means it's gonna have to flip around.
Aaron,
and get it
Anna.
the other way. Yeah, because It's gonna stay towards the big one. X.
Come on, we're
greater
married.
than
Raised right there.
Which side said it's
He's like, yo.
All right, we're gonna have somebody do this one on the board. Moses,
Circle it in to the left.
put your graph on the board for us.
Crap.
Oh snap.
See what it takes attention.
Mr. Goki, you have to switch them around.
Everybody on the left?
Oh, you're on the.
Oh, sorry, you gotta get the in there.
No, I mean on this one over here. See this picture down? Isn't it the same?
What?
Down?
The longest line.
Shut up out there.
This way? No, side.
Why does that flip sides?
What's it open to right here? Side of the X, right?
Shut up.
Which means when you flip it around, an X is on the side. It's gotta stay open to the X.
Just do it on the bottom since you ain't doing it on the top.
Oh, it's buns.
Alright, on this one, we solve it for X and we get 6. But you gotta be careful because I gotta flip around put my X on the left to make sure my arrow is going in the correct direction.
Oh yeah.
Can you put it in the correct direction?
He did, even though he's putting a little
X
something up
always has
there.
to be on the left.
I don't know what he's doing there.
Okay,
But
whatever.
okay, so let's show you real quick. To solve for this one, I'm just gonna minus 2, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna minus a 2 on both sides.
Sides.
I get 6 is less than X. But is my X on the left side?
No.
Nope, so I gotta flip it around. I gotta put X and 6. But what side was my thing open to start with? It was open to the X, right? Which means when I flip it around, it's gotta stay open to the
You
X.
can't quit.
Now that I do this, X is greater than 6, or it kind of looks like a little arrow going to the right from 6. That's how I remember inequalities. I think of arrows. Like that.
You're just gonna solve it,
Mm.
and then.
I did. An arrow pointing right, which is the way my arrow goes here.
So this way.
Whatever, like the
Like this thing has to be on
pointing.
Alright, we're gonna do another one here in just a second. Alright, let's do another one. One more, at least.
Dude, y'all know that.
Come after
Yep.
school.
Alright, so next one, do it someplace you got space. Alright, next problem. Next problem's on the board.
It's 0. You can change it. It's just 0.
It randomly chose 0.
Oh, that's sick.
So when we,
That's rough.
so when we like.
I see.
So we just draw a line or something, Mr. Gold?
Okay, because you're just doing the opposite, just like solving equations.
Okay, you.
Except the inequalities now. You okay with that? You ready to do this one? See you on your paper.
Oh snap. Oh snap.
Okay. Is your X on the left side?
I mean,
Then you switch it. So put X on the left side.
Flip it around. So basically, you're gonna put the X here. You get that X.
It's okay to flip it, right?
Yep, that's fine. We want to flip it because we always want our X to be on
There you go.
perfect, the side of the
Oh,
first two.
thank you.
And then I go like this, and I also
Hey, out whoever's phone that is. Not yours. Just kidding, what are you gonna do?
And then I will put this
Oh my God.
on the right side, right? No. Wait, no, it's not. Go on the right side.
And there's one other thing.
You have gray hair.
You just got that line there. All right, we're gonna do this one on the board, and let's see. I'm gonna pick somebody random again. Meeny, meeny, miny. Oh, it's Ruben. All right, Ruben, do this one on the board for us. All right, Ruben, you're doing this one
Look at this.
for people who do the work.
Oh,
Go grab it.
Whoa.
Sorry.
What you doing there, Ruben?
Drawing the problem.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Just grab it, man. Save some time. Just don't erase it. Just grab it. Just grab it. We're gonna be here all day if you try to erase it.
That's not drawing.
Just use those muscles. There you go.
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna start, and we're gonna have 8 in the middle because we gotta add 8 to both sides. Okay. Make your circle now.
Just a minute, I tried.
And this circle is filled in because of the or equal to. It means we start exactly at 8. And our arrow is going off to the left.
Who is doing this?
Our arrow is going off to the left. Nice job. Remember, always flip it around so your variable is on the left side. We always want it on the left. Because if it's not on the left, your arrow is going to be going the wrong direction. Alright, that is it, actually.
Yay!
Alright, so, for your exit ticket, solve it and graph it on your paper. And then get started, solve, graph it on your paper. Your exit ticket will be on Socrative. And you are gonna have to graph it in order to answer your exit ticket. So do your exit ticket, and then start on the homework, which will be on Google Classroom, or you can get it from your book if you have a textbook.
I did exit ticket. So do you?
Yeah, put next credit.
Oh, you gotta put your credit.
Yep.
Okay. Did we just put the number?